Commander Zalfek of the Hegemony Forces was reviewing casualty reports when his aide rushed into the tactical center, all four arms trembling with barely contained panic. "Sir, we have a problem. The humans have deployed a sniper." Every being in the command center froze. The usual chittering of the communications array fell silent. Even the automated systems seemed to hum more quietly. "One sniper." Zalfek's voice cracked slightly. "We have 12,000 troops in this sector." "Yes, sir." "One sniper." The commander's exoskeleton clicked nervously. Have you contacted the other commanders? What's their status?" Admiral Krynox of the Western Front reports his advance has completely halted. General Vextar in the northern sector has pulled his forces back 3 kilometers. The Southern Armada is requesting immediate evacuation. Because of one human with a rifle? His aide nodded grimly. "The reports are consistent across all fronts, sir. They're all doing the same thing." Zalfek had heard the stories, of course. Every military officer in the galaxy had. But he'd always assumed they were exaggerated, propaganda designed to make humans seem more terrifying than they actually were. "Explain it to me again," he said, settling into his command chair. "What makes human snipers different from ours?" The aide pulled up a holographic display showing various alien species. "Every other race in the galaxy uses snipers for logical purposes, sir. Elimination of high-value targets, disruption of enemy communications, strategic battlefield control. Exactly. Reasonable military objectives. Humans don't do that, sir." The aide's voice dropped to a whisper. "They use snipers for psychological warfare." The display shifted to show intercepted human military communications. "Our xenobiologists have studied their tactics extensively. When a human sniper is deployed, they don't aim for commanders or critical personnel. Then what do they target? Random soldiers, sir. Completely random. They'll spend hours studying our formations and then eliminate the most ordinary, unimportant trooper in the entire battalion." Zaldek's mandibles clicked in confusion. "That makes no tactical sense." "That's exactly the point, sir. The randomness is the weapon." The aide highlighted portions of the tactical analysis. "After the first kill, everyone knows there's a human sniper out there. But since they can't predict who will be targeted next, every single soldier becomes paralyzed with fear." "But surely our troops are trained to handle sniper threats." "Not human sniper threats, sir." The aide pulled up more data. "Watch this thermal imaging from last week's engagement." The display showed thousands of hegemony troops, all lying flat, refusing to move. This is 6 hours after a single shot was fired. One casualty. But look at the result. An entire division completely immobilized. "I still don't understand why they're so much more effective than our snipers." The aide's expression grew grim. "Because our snipers follow military logic, sir. Kill the leader, the unit becomes confused. Eliminate the communications officer, they lose coordination. Our snipers make sense. And human snipers? They deliberately make no sense at all. They'll ignore the general and shoot the cook. They'll pass up a dozen officers to eliminate a random private who was just writing a letter home. They turn every battlefield into a cosmic lottery where anyone might die at any moment for no tactical reason whatsoever." Zalfek felt his breathing apparatus constrict. That's horrifying." "It gets worse, sir. Our psychological warfare specialists have determined that humans specifically choose targets to maximize emotional trauma. They'll study our social structures and target individuals whose deaths will affect morale the most. Not the most important people, but the most beloved ones." The command center remained silent as the implications sank in. "Sir," the aide ventured quietly. "Orders." Commander Zalfek stared at the tactical display showing his vast army. 12,000 trained warriors, all paralyzed by the knowledge that somewhere out there, one human with a rifle was patiently choosing which random soul would die next. "Pull back to defensive positions," he said finally, "and send a message to High Command. Request immediate deployment of counter-sniper units." How many, sir?" "All of them." As the evacuation began, Zalfek finally understood why human snipers were hated throughout the galaxy. They had weaponized uncertainty itself, turning every moment of every battle into a terrifying game of chance, where death came not from tactical necessity, but from the cold randomness of human psychological warfare. And that was infinitely more frightening than any conventional weapon.